China's debt diplomacy is well known. It invests in small economies, and before the countries realize it, many of them are too deep to get out. Maldives is one such country. Now, Mali's debt to China is equivalent to almost 20% of the country's GDP. Back in 2018, Maldives got foreign investment worth $3.2 billion. More than $2 billion of this came from China. Just last month, Mohamed, former president and now the advisor to the president, said that China gave his government an invoice of $3.2 billion, a claim that China rejects.
Do you think China had a major role when it comes to the change which Maldives underwent under the previous administration?
Well, in terms of the things that we have experienced during this very turmoil period of time during President Jameen's regime, one could safely say the change to the constitution was brought in to allow the Chinese companies ownership of islands and resorts and lands. And we have seen the Chinese investment and as well as the Chinese loan to the Maldives far exceeding to its national income. Around 80% of the national debt currently is onto the Chinese government. So in many ways, one could safely say it's a kind of a country which is kind of a debt trap to China, one that is seen in Colombo and Sri Lanka as well. But the more important question for the Maldives right now is how do we really get away from this debt trap? My personal view on this is that it is important for the Maldives to be able to bring in developments, infrastructure projects, ports, airports, and housing projects are needed for the country. Therefore, it is important that we invite more Indian companies. Indian government should also be able to really venture into these infrastructure projects.